Hello and welcome to another episode of Marketing for Financial Advisors. I'm your host today, Donovan Stull. Let's jump into how much marketing should cost when it comes to doing digital ads. Um, they should not be costing you an arm and a leg, right? Now, when we often think of marketing in general, we tend to think that, it's going to cost us so much money before we see, a positive ROI, return on investment. And I get that. You do have to put in a little bit of work to make sure that it does work appropriately, but you also have to be able to figure out what is that proper number, that dollar spend that you need to be putting towards your digital ads. Well, if you think about it, when we think of marketing in general, we tend to just think of the things that uh, were traditional, right? TV, radio, however much a month that's going to cost you, or when you're doing your traditional mailers, right? So if you're doing those mailers and you're spending X amount of thousands of dollars to send out your mailers, that's all we sort of think of when it comes to that marketing. But if you are doing digital ads, and typically a lot of advisors will sub them out to third parties, that's fine. You sort of have your allotment there. You're going to think, okay, it's going to cost me X amount of thousands of dollars to get X amount of people to register for an upcoming event, whether it's dinner or educational. I understand that. But are you running ads in addition to those that don't cost a lot of money? Well, what kind of ads do we have at our disposal? Well, number one, the big thing that everybody sort of thinks about and talks about are ads to generate leads to show up to an event, right? What we typically see right now is that the average, I'm going to say that very loosely here, average cost per person to register for an event on Facebook is roughly $100. Now, we have seen it certainly cheaper in some markets, and we've seen it more expensive in some markets. I understand that to the fullest degree. But if you think of that, you're like, all right, I want 50 leads. It might be $5,000. I can't guarantee that's going to be the price, but that is the loose estimate. Well, outside of generating leads to show up to an event, how else can we be running ads where they don't cost you so much money, but are still profitable in the long run? Why not run ads to your audience to get people to sign up for a phone appointment, to click and watch a video, to send them to a webinar link, to send them to a landing page where they can download a white paper, to download a white paper directly on Facebook or LinkedIn, running ads to your niche market, right? Hey, here's a download for people retiring from the federal government. Here's a download for people who are retiring from XYZ Motors. You can do so many options and so many things. And guess what? All of these, you can typically spend just $1 a day on these every single day for the entire year, getting in front of the audience that you want. Even better, if you have a list of people that you want to target, why are you not targeting them nonstop on these different platforms that are always available there to you? You should not have to spend a ton of money. Even if you spend just $1 a day on Facebook, 400 bucks in the year, give or take, is not a lot of money in order to put yourself in front of the people that you want non-stop. And the best part about it is you can run all of these ads simultaneously or pause them when you want to run something that's a little bit bigger to generate, things that way. In previous episodes, I talked about, marketing failures, and those failures, don't always mean that it was a total fail. It just meant that you didn't get the exact objective that you wanted completed, but you were still able to put your name, your information, your logo, your brand out there for people to see. This is no different. Put your name and your brand, your logo out there nonstop for people to see so that when they look everywhere, they see you. Put a video with your face on it, right? Hey, this is Donovan Stull with XYZ Company. I wanted to personally invite you to an upcoming event. Do something like that. Or, hey, this is Donovan Stull with XYZ Corporation. If you work for insert company name here, click below to schedule a 15-minute phone consultation with our office to learn more about your retirement benefits and see how we can help you, or simply get a second opinion on what your current strategy is now. That's a talking point where you can do just a quick 30-second video to generate new people. And you can run these for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 a day, $10 a day at that, $4,000 for the year. to be able to get in front of the people that you want so that they constantly see your information. And you can have so many different ads running, right? Try something new, create different things, open up the door to get in front of the right people. And by the time then that you do a bigger campaign, you'll be able to already have them soften up. You already have them, in that feel good space with you. So I really just encourage you to don't think of doing digital marketing as, it's going to cost me so much to do this in addition to what I'm already doing. Sprinkle in some tiny ads, right? If you did 10 different ads at $1 a day, that's $4,000 for the year of those ads to be running. And remember, you only get charged when your ads show up on screen. So if it doesn't even hit the $1 a day, fantastic. You didn't spend all the money. The maximum is $1 a day on Facebook. Or minimum is that, but the maximum it'll spend is that $1 a day. Great. You get in front of a handful of people, pause them, boom. Hey, you're now invited to this upcoming event. There's nothing wrong with them seeing all of these ads over and over and over again. We're already going to spend likely $4,000, $5,000 on an event to get people to show up and, be interactive with your educational or dinner event. And then you have the food that goes on top of it. You have to meet your minimums, pay for your staffing's time to be there. I get it. But if you can justify the $4,000 over the year and potentially get someone to see all of your information, they go to your website, they go to your calendar page to schedule an appointment, and that can be allotted within that $4,000 a year, that's a win. And that's not costing you an arm and a leg to get in front of the people that you really want to get in front of. That can be general population, that can be just a niche, that can be one particular zip code of those who are 55 and over, specific company, industry. There's so many different options when it comes to choosing your niche. We have other episodes that, we talk about that, and we can link that in the description. But overall, don't feel like you have to spend an exuberant amount of money to get in front of the people that you want. Marketing should not cost you an arm and a leg, as long as you are willing to justify putting the money in the right spot, creating all the different content. There is some work on your all's part. Let's be honest here. You have to be able to create some of the ads. You have to be able to create the videos, the verbiage. Maybe you have to offer up some resources, some white papers. So talk to whoever your creative team is, whether it's in-house, you outsource it to get these things, but build up pieces of content so that you can push that out there for people to be able to benefit from. So I encourage you, take a look at what you're currently doing in the digital space, add more to it, run little ads over and over and over again, just to get people to be engaged with you nonstop, so that everywhere they look, they see you, they see your brand, they see exactly what they want to see. So they're able to just book an appointment with you and learn more about who you guys are without costing you, again, an arm and a leg. Well, thank you all for being here with us today for another episode of Marketing for Financial Advisors. We look forward to seeing you guys next time.